Hey guys, I just got 3 books from Amazon come in the mail today, so I'm really excited about them. And I noticed that I've been leaning towards hardcover books now. I was such a passionate paperback book person, but lately I've been really liking the hardbacks. Basically, the cover art, and just the whole thing about them. So I have 2 hardbacks and 1 paperback, and I think I'm going to start now. I mean, yeah, you can get the paperbacks for cheaper, but I think on some books, the better I like the cover. Let me start over. The ones where I really like the cover are going to be the ones that I'm going to want to buy in hardback. Except for this one, only came in paperback. And this one I only found in Amazon. Like Barnes & Noble and Borders did not have this. They didn't even have the author. The author is Kaylin Gao, and the book's called Bitter Frost. And I loved the cover. I love it. There's 3 books in the series, and the other book has sparkly stuff too, and I forgot what it's called. I forgot. But yeah, this is the first one. And it says on the back, all her life, Brina had always dreamed about fairies as though she lived among them. Beautiful fairies living among mortals and living in Feyland. In her dreams, he was always there, the breathtakingly handsome but dangerous Winter Prince Kian, who is her intended. When Brina turns 16, she begins seeing fairies and other creatures mortals don't see. Her best friend Logan suddenly acts very protective. Then she sees Kian, who seems intent on finding her and carrying her off to Feyland. That's fine and all, but for the fact that humans rarely survive a trip to Feyland, a kiss from a fairy generally means death to the human, unless that human has fairy blood in them, or is very strong. And although Kian seemed to be her intended, he seems to hate her and want her dead. So yeah, it sounds good, and the cover is beautiful. But there's 3 snowflakes on the side there, if you can see that. But it's only like 235 pages, and look how big the words are. Huge words. And the book's tall. The book is tall, too. The next book I got, the next 2 books I'm very, very excited about, too. The first book is The Mockingbirds by Daisy Whitney. And this cover is neat, too. It actually has small black glossy squares all on it against a black matte background. So, and that's the side. And then the back of it. And it actually looks like this bird is a sticker on there. And on the back it just says, some schools have honor codes, others have handbooks. Themis Academy has the Mockingbirds. But I was kind of sad because this came in bent. So I'm trying to straighten it out. And the first page in here, or maybe not the first page, but it has a big bird, which I think is kind of neat. So yeah, this is kind of cool. I'm excited to read that. And then the last book I got, beautiful cover, and the cover feels so awesome. But it almost feels like this dust cover is too big for this book. Because it's kind of puffed up. Dead Beautiful by Yvonne Woon. Very, very pretty cover. Very pretty cover. But this is like, it's not a tight fit. It feels big. And this is a long book. This is 454 pages. It's pretty though. It's a pretty green inside. The words are a little bit bigger than normal. So yeah, I'm excited about these books. This book actually I went back and forth on. I'm glad I got it. Sounds really good too. The back of this one says, my mother used to tell me that matter was neither created nor destroyed, only transferred. She was filled with old theories, which she would make me recite back to her as if she were trying to teach me something about the world, but couldn't find the right words. I never gave them much thought until she and my father were killed, but by then it was too late to ask what it had all meant. It wasn't until I enrolled at Gottfried Academy that I began to make sense of who I was and what I was fated to become. So those are the 3 books I got. Of course, I do have more coming. I have one coming from Borders. I have one coming from Goodreads. I have another one coming from Amazon, the marketplace. And then I have 16, don't tell my dad, or my dad, don't tell my husband. 16 coming from bookcloseouts.com. Thank you, Krista. I don't blame her. 4 of them are for my daughter. 12 are for me. I actually had the list up to 31 books, but I cut that down immensely, obviously, to 16. So those, I don't know how soon they're coming. They shipped them out yesterday, last night, or this morning, UPS, so I paid more for that. So we'll see. And I'm really excited about those because those are books obviously a lot cheaper, and one of the books that I have been looking at, the cheapest I could find it for was $10.52. It's only in hardback right now, even though it's been out for a little while, and they had it on there for $6.99, so I was very excited. That's about it. I was supposed to get my check this morning, and it wasn't in. It's in now, but I'm not driving there now. My husband's going to take me tomorrow morning. So I basically have no money in the bank, so I have no choice but not to spend any money today. I'm still achy, I'm still hurting, which really sucks because I don't want to be taking the pain pills. And I'm going to have to go back to work either Tuesday or Wednesday, which I better be fine by then. And of course in the mail I got like 5 things from lawyers already. 4 in the big envelopes, 1 priority, basically saying, we have your police report in our computer, call us, blah, 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 see what we can do for you. It's nothing serious where I need a lawyer, but, you know, the ambulance chasers, so whatever. So I think that's it. I posted a review on The Awakening on my blog and Goodreads. And I was going to do one on here, a review of it, but it's the second book, and to be honest, I don't feel all that hot today, so I'm not going to do a review on YouTube for it. So if you want to see it, just go to Goodreads or my blog. And I also did this yesterday. Let's get over all this hump. Oh, crap, I just fell, see? I took all the books off of my shelf. They're on my floor. All on my floor, took them all off. And when I took them off my bookshelves, now it doesn't look like I have many books. These are all my unread. But, yeah. Alright, I'm going to go, guys. Bye.